Two teams ready to face off in a clash that will captivate fans across the globe. The tension's building, and this is one you won't want to miss. Hello and thanks for joining us live here on EA TV. I'm Guy Mowbray and it's a pleasure to be joined by Stuart Robson in the commentary box, and we've got Champions League action coming up. What can we expect from the game then?
This has the makings of a very good game. Great atmosphere, some top-class players and a perfect pitch. I'm excited by this one.
Here's how the home side lines up.
Well, on paper it's down as a 4-5-1, but for me it's more likely to be a split midfield, with 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
Here's how PSV line up.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre forward? And how deep will they come out of possession? They're going to be key to this formation.
Off we go then, another 90 minutes of football begins. Francisco Ortega. Heze. Ortega. Martins. Well, that's not going to cut it. Could turn out to be a really good ball. Whipped in by Perisic. Well watched by the goalkeeper, read the flight nicely. Chiquinho. Well, the crowd here are hoping to see a better performance from their side today. It's fair to say they're yet to really get going in the competition so far.
Well, the way they've been underperforming, this is going to be a tough game for them. There's no doubt about that.
Junior. Onto Serginho Dest. Mauro Junior. Man. That's a nice forward-thinking pass. And the keeper deals with that one easily. Oh, that's been won really smartly. Good pressure high up the pitch. Well, he's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Well, if crosses come into the box, he will get on the end of them. He's just so good in the air.
Perisic delivers it in. And away from danger it goes. Gelson Martins. Well, nobody close. Time to go to work. Well, this is a superb run. Having a go. And the goalkeeper gathers the ball in easily. Junior. Neste. Promising looking ball. What can they do from here? And offside rules the assistant referee. On he goes, terrific. Still problems for them here. The attack comes to an end, disappointing. Ivan Perisic. And they might be in. Perisic. Whipped in by Perisic. Hurried clearance, still plenty of threat. He tried to absolutely smash that, which, as we've seen, wasn't the right decision. Garcia. And that did not look good to me. He brandishes a yellow card.
Yeah, fair enough. A bit reckless, wasn't it?
He's beaten his marker here. Delivered towards the back stick, but that hasn't worked as planned. Claimed by the keeper. Dennis Mann. Till. Neste. Something could be on with this. Looking to put the cross in. And they won't be going any further.
That really was a lovely bit of defending there.
Well, here we go. Time for the transition. That will keep the attack moving nicely. Still trouble here. And a little bit of care in possession wouldn't go amiss here. Martins. Encouraging signs to the attack, but it hasn't led to anything. Chance to go ahead. Oh, wonderful stop from the keeper.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that save. It's absolutely magnificent.
Been delivered. Oh, great work from the keeper to avert the danger. Till. Needs to keep a cool head under pressure. Ivan Perisic. Looking like they mean business here. Whipped in by Perisic. That was mightily close to scoring.
Well, he certainly met it well, but just couldn't get above it.
Dani Garcia. Daniel Podence. Ayoub El Karbi. Beautifully weighted ball. And that's going to be it for the first 45 minutes. He hasn't really been able to put his stamp on the game to this point. There's not been a great deal to admire.
Well, it certainly wasn't his best half of football. He was slightly off the pace and he gave the ball away too easily at times. But we know he can do much better, so I'm expecting more from him in the second 45.
So away we go then for the second half. Neste. Schouten. Onto Serginho Dest. Dennis Mann. Well, nothing to split them, but this move is looking promising. Disappointing end to a good spell on the ball. Podence. Really good interception to take the ball. Perisic. That set up the chance. Veja. One and two-touch passing, making it look easy. Nicely sets it up. Opportunity here. Oh, what a save. Razor-sharp reactions. Here it comes. And that's not properly away yet. And he's won the ball to stop the goal.
That was last-ditch defending at its very best.
Sent into the middle. Well, right idea, but it's only ended up with the keeper. Santiago Heze. Podence. Plenty of open space here. The ball taken away from them. Joey Veerman. Dani Garcia. Great instinct there to cut it out. Junior. Joey Veerman. Nothing to split the sides, but this move is looking promising.
Yeah, they're just looking for an opening here. Very patient stuff.
That's a good pass. Ortega. Ayoub El Karbi. Gelson Martins. And it's given away. Ivan Perisic. Til. Veerman. Could take things forward a notch here. For the lead here. And they've scored the first goal of a tight game.
Well, as you can see, he makes it look easy in the end, but I think that's a good finish. He'll be pleased with that.
To do now as they get the game restarted. Ortega. Chiquinho. Plenty of space to attack now. Well, it looked promising, but only up to a point. Dennis Mann. Veerman. Now Perisic. Really good pass. And it's on here, and enough on it to steer it to safety. Gabriel Strefezza. Oh, brilliant anticipation. Neste. Veja. Possession really is all that matters for them now. Room to do something here. Oh, could be a chance here. Real chance. Gets it away, an impeccable tackle.
Well, he did brilliantly there. What an important challenge that was.
A goal here, and you have to think that would be the game. Not long left at all now. Substitution coming up. The corner taken short. Now, can someone attack this? Nicely sets it up. Neste. Going for it, but hasn't managed to force any sort of save.
Yeah. And the keeper never really looked concerned, did he?
They're making a change here. Just 5 minutes remaining.
Well, this game is far from over. They'll probably get one more big chance before the end. The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to that noise.
A big area to progress into here. It's ended up closer to the crowd than to his teammates. Gabriel Strefezza. Read the pass well and cuts it out.
Yeah, he really did anticipate where that ball was going.
Trying to spark the attack further into life here. Holds it steady, no worries there. So that will do it. A disappointing result, whichever way you slice it. Your thoughts on that performance?
not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
It might be the case that he left a bit out there today. Not a great game from him.
Well, I thought he was well marked today, but it did give other players that little bit more space to play, and they certainly made the most of it. That's why they got the victory.